Good morning. I've got like not very much time, but throwing stuff around here. We got challenged for some different looks this month again, and I figured I'm going to try and do some of them for work, and it kind of worked out good because we, as of yesterday, have a mask mandate. So it makes doing makeup a lot easier because I really don't focus on this part because anytime I'm not in my office, I have to wear my mask anyway. So anytime anyone would see me, so I'm just basically like, well, if this is the case, I'm just going to do some fun eye looks because I'm going to have more time not worrying about blush and bronzer and all that jazz. Some of these looks I will do in the evening and we'll do a full face. But I'm going to try out this s'mores look. I was kind of looking around last night. And I think I can do it fairly quick. But I am going to just put some concealer on my eyelid first. I need my little mirror. So good morning, good morning. I'm in like super rush. But I just did a quick video yesterday and I wanted to do a live this morning, but my bed was so comfy. I didn't want to get up. Okay, so I got some concealer down. So I think I'm only going to use 3 different colors to make this work. And we're going to see what happens. Hopefully this will work for my challenge. Okay, so I got some concealer down. And I'm going to use the brown from the Peach Bite palette. So this is the bronzer. Because s'mores is kind of like white, lighter brown, darker brown. You know, he's got like the graham cracker, which is like this shade, right? And then white for the marshmallow, and then like dark brown for the chocolate. So I think I got a plan. Just hopefully everything meshes together the way that I'm hoping. This brown is so pretty. Love it. Good morning, good morning. Anyone watching? Who else is up this early on a Tuesday? It's only Tuesday. Yesterday kicked my butt. Actually, Saturday kicked my butt, and I'm still got the repercussions today. We had an event at work on Saturday, a trunk or treat event, and I ended up directing traffic for 4 hours, and it was a blast. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to complain, but I am so sore because I am so out of shape. And directing traffic, anyone that ever does that, I have mad props to you because my calves are so sore. Plus, I was battling 50-mile-an-hour winds, and I'm not exaggerating. The winds were literally 50 miles an hour. So I was like battling the wind, leaning against it, pushing against it, and directing traffic for all of our trunk-or-treaters. But the event turned out awesome. We had no clue what to expect. We switched up the event. It was our 6th year doing it, and we had to make some adjustments due to current circumstances. So we did drive-through, and we had over 500 cars come through, and we're best guess is over 1,000 kids. So that's our best year yet of 6 years of doing it the way we did it. We've always been very successful, but I was pretty proud of that because I do kind of man that event with help, but I do have a big part in the event. So I was very, very pleased. Oh, poop. The brush I was going to use has some color on it. Oh, flay. Okay, so I don't have a white, but I have like a creamy color. So this is my graham cracker. Does it look like graham cracker? So I'm doing s'mores. A s'mores inspired look that is work appropriate. I'm gonna get that a little bit. I'm getting this all over the lid, and then we're gonna do the marshmallow. But the brush I was gonna use, let's see if I have a random brush that would work for that. That's got pink on it. That's not gonna work. Oh, flay. That's got, I don't know what that's got on it. Okay. We're gonna use this side of this random brush. I think I've used this one to pack on creamy eyeshadow is what I've used this one for. So I've got in this little Morphe palette, I've got this cream color here, so I'm going to use this as the marshmallow on this side of the brush because I'm not sure what's on the other side. So good morning, good morning. So I don't think it's going to be as bold as I was wanting, but I get like these ideas in my head, and then I have like the vision of how it's going to look, and then I start it, and sometimes it's like spot on, and other times it's like, yeah, no. But I've got a little bit more time to play with my eyes these days, the fact that I'm not messing with the rest of my face due to wearing a mask anyways. So it's not all bad. It is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and complain. Anyways, good morning, good morning. Who is watching and what are you up to? Trying to get that lighter in the corner is what I'm trying to do. So I got my graham cracker and my marshmallow. And then my chocolate's gonna be on the outside. That's what I'm going for here. It's definitely lighter on the inside, but the white's not. It's not white, it's like a creamy color anyways, but that's okay. Marshmallows actually get like kind of burnt when you make s'mores. Well, I guess that depends. I like them kind of burnt. I haven't had marshmallows in forever. I rewatched some of these videos and I'm like, dear God, I was literally talking to myself. But that's okay, because people watch the replay. Okay, we're definitely getting lighter there. Okay, so I'm done with my marshmallows. I got my graham cracker, I got my marshmallow, and then my chocolate. I am gonna do, I'm gonna try something, see if it works. I'm gonna use a brown from this Morphe palette too on this little guy, I think. Let's make sure he doesn't have any leftover. I think I used this one with my, I was doing a pinky reddish look. Okay, so I'm gonna do some brown. I'm gonna mix together two browns. I'm gonna do, I watch these girls on YouTube and they're like, I'm doing this and this. I'm like, how do you hold this with your hand? This middle one, and it's way darker than it looks like on camera, and then this one is what I'm gonna mix for my chocolate. I don't want it to be like super bold, but I want there to be a difference between my graham cracker and my chocolate. Without getting too crazy. Oh yeah. Blend that all together. I think we're on to something. I love brown. I love playing with browns. I don't know, just 'cause I have brown eyes, and I feel like that's what works best. I am no pro, you guys. I'm so learning. With all these challenges that we get, I'm having so much fun. I'm like, oh, how do I make s'mores on my eyeballs? Yesterday I did a bonfire. I'm like, bonfire? Okay, what colors are a bonfire? What colors do I have that I can do that with? So that was really fun. There's a bunch of fun ones. This is all fall inspired. And I think either tonight or tomorrow night, I'm going to attempt to really, oh my gosh, it's going to either turn out awesome or it's going to be like full on hot mess. So that actually turned out really pretty. You can tell the difference. I got my chocolate, I got my graham cracker, and then I got my marshmallow. They're all faint, but the idea is there. So in there, what do we got for time? Okay, wipe this away. Yesterday, and it worked out pretty good. I didn't know how goofy it was going to look, but I just did just a little bit of CC cream on my forehead and then kind of just faded it down. Like I said, I'm wearing a mask anyways, and I just don't see a point And putting fountain is going to get all over my mask anyways. And I know there's ways to kind of prevent that. Like you can spray setting spray inside your mask and it'll help. But I'm literally sitting in my office with nobody around me when I don't have it on. So I just don't see a point. Let's do a little bit of concealer. And I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday just because it worked and for the sake of time. So this is the full coverage concealer stick. Oh, and I did not dampen my, gosh darn it, doing a brush. I've definitely been liking Beauty Sponge more. Brush works, but cover up some of them dark circles there. There's a real good chance the tits is going to end up down here. Yesterday I was doing makeup. Mommy, I'm coming down. She's laying in bed with her daddy watching Mickey Mouse right now. Okay. Got a little bit of concealer. And then I'm just going to do CC cream. Set like my forehead and kind of just fade it down because this whole area is covered up anyways. And I have noticed that masks do make me dry, which is very unfortunate because I already have very dry skin. So I don't want to add anything. Like CC cream's not drying, but I just feel like the more my skin can breathe, it's probably best for me. That might have been too much. We'll make it work. We'll blend down. Put my finger here. I don't want that all over my brush. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this brush, oh, I say it every time I use it now that I'm like so used to using a sponge. I definitely like the Beauty Blender, or not the Beauty Blender, it's not a Beauty Blender, it's just a sponge. It's a Real Techniques one, the one that I use, but this brush just isn't dense enough. It's coming down a little further than I did yesterday. Yesterday I kind of stopped it like right in here and just kind of faded it down from there. We're just getting faded down a little bit more, that's okay. Like I said, it looks kind of goofy when I'm right away done, but then I put my mask on and it's all good. I do need to blend. Good morning, anyone watching? Trying to do this super quick. Okay, so that's that. It's dry, but my poor nose. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of under. So the second step I was gonna do, I'm not gonna do for the sake of time. Bummer. But I am gonna do that same. I think I'm gonna mix together those two browns again for my lower lash line. My little flat brush here. I like him. My brushes are all Hims. I don't know why. Okay, so same browns I used for my chocolate. Woo, that went down there. So that got a little bit more blown out than I was anticipating. That's okay. The same little guy. They match up very nicely there. I've got to learn to make better faces when I'm doing my eyes. I have my mouth hanging wide open. I'd call that s'mores. I definitely think so. Okay, done with shadow. Need some morning humor. I love this coffee mug. I got it years ago at Spencer's. Like a lot of years ago, like probably 7, 8 years ago. Okay, eyeliner. Oh, and I forgot to set. It's so weird, like not doing my whole face. I'm not doing like my whole normal routine. I gotta set just in case, because I do get kind of oily in this area sometimes. This is the extra last metallic brown eyeliner. It's retractable, so I like that. I don't have to sharpen it. It's always hard to tell when I'm first doing makeup if it looks super like heavy or not, because like part of me thinks it does, but I don't know. I think the way that it fades out, it turned out really good. I was literally laying in bed. I'm like, okay, I can do that one from that palette and that one from that palette. I had another step that I was going to add, but like I said, for the sake of time, I'm not going to, because I don't want to ruin what I got going on, because I think this looks really good. Really good. Before I forget, to set with the transparent powder just where I put the CC cream down. And I hit pan. I don't think I've ever hit pan on anything makeup related ever. There's no mirror in this. But that just goes to show this powder is so good. Sets everything down. Nothing creases up. Keeps my oily part in check. For having dry skin, talking about oily skin is just weird to me. Got this one random guy. Getting better though. My whole forehead used to get oily and now it's just that part. So my skin is starting to balance out the way I've been doing my skincare. Doing drying stuff in drying areas and oily stuff in oily areas. It'll help bring it all together. Yeah, I think some mascara and I think I'm good to go. That one turned out pretty darn good and that was pretty darn quick. 7:15. Enough time to get upstairs. Toots dressed and a pony. Which mascara do I use? I think I'm going to do Optimal. I did Zen yesterday. That was really pretty. I like all three of the ones that I've tried. I think Pharmacy's got 7 or 8. I just launched a new one last month, I believe. I haven't tried that one yet. So I've still got a lot of trying to do, but I know the 3 that I have, I dig. All for different reasons, but like Zen is like for your quick on the go. I did curl my lashes yesterday, but you don't have to with that one. So it kind of lifts the way the wand is shaped. And then Optimal is kind of more of like a lengthening. And then the 3D is just amazing. It's like false lashes. Fullness, fiber brush, so good. Okay, so I'm going to do Optimal. So Optimal, I do like to curl my lashes pretty high because I have very thin, short lashes. So I do like to, and this poor little guy, I think he's about on his last leg. This was the first one that I got. And I do like him. He's a him too, apparently. I'm really digging this eye color. My s'mores look. I'm no pro, but I'm going to say I nailed it. Let's see how much mascara I can get on my eyelid here. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Oh, I didn't spray. Darn it. I like to spray before I use my mascara. I don't have to. It's just, I have to wait till my mascara dries now. Talking and putting mascara on don't jive for me. And this wand, I'm pretty sure, even though the Zen has a much, like, the way the wand is shaped, it's like longer on one side and shorter on the other. For lower lashes, I like this one for lower lashes best. But I think that all has to depend with what you got going on for lower lashes. Not too bad. I got a little bit up there. I can wipe away. Pretty. Just trying to separate these two. Don't mind me all up in the camera there. Okay, s'mores. I think I did a pretty darn good job there. To wipe away some excess. Put some stuff away. Okay. I'd say, there, look at that eye. That one doesn't have as much mascara on it. Yeah, s'mores. I got my marshmallow, I got my graham cracker, and I got my chocolate. I'd say I did it. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get some pictures. I'll post those later. And probably tonight, I think I'm going to do another fun fall-inspired look, part of my challenge. So thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.